Are you feeling stuck and unsure of who you really are? Maybe you sense a new version of yourself wanting to emerge, but something is holding you back. Now, Hecate is the guardian of the crossroads. She is the torchbearer goddess, and she can help you find the things that are holding you back so that you can step more fully into your authentic self. And in this video, I'm going to show you 3 ways that Hecate can help you do this. My name is Sandra. I've been on the witchcraft path now for over 35 years, and I now help other witches who are struggling to start a practice or deepen their practice, integrate magic and shadow work and ritual and connection into their lives on a daily basis with ease. And I've been working with Hecate now for, since 2018 on shadow work and on identity shifting, which is a huge part of shadow work. It's where we unravel all of the old identity of the self-doubt, the I'm not good enough, I'm not lovable, all of that identity, and step into the confident version who can feel into the things you truly want to be doing with your life and truly want to be creating in your life. And Hecate is the perfect goddess to help you do that. I work with her almost every day on this, and I also work with the tarot as well. So we're going to integrate a little bit of tarot into this video as well, and how I work with Hecate and work with tarot. Now, if you want to dive deeper into working with Hecate on shifting from the old version of you into the more confident version of you, I do have another free video called Awaken Your Power with Hecate. It actually takes you through a process of about 4 steps to help you discover what's holding you back from truly stepping into your true self and how to step into that new version of you, which is really actually your true version of you. There's really nothing new about it. You've actually been that way forever. It's your soul version of you. That's called Awaken Your Power with Hecate. There's a link in the description field below this video, and you can also find it on my website, mysterywitchschool.com. Now, the first way that Hecate can help you step into who you truly are is by shining her torches along the way. We can have those dark nights of the soul where we're really in a position of despair. Things aren't working in the life. You try things, if they don't work, it's like you can't escape this old oppressed version of you. And Hecate can show you her torches and light your way and show you the path that you can take to change all of that, to move through the dark tunnel of despair, the I'm not good enough, the self-doubt, into the light of who you truly are. And she does that by revealing with her torchlight the beliefs and assumptions that are holding you back. For example, I work with Hecate pretty much every day on this kind of work. And before I go into meditation, I ask Hecate to help reveal to me the things that I need to see that are keeping me blocked and holding me back. I go into meditation and I often see or feel what the blockage is. And one day I did just this. And it brought up a belief that I never thought would actually be there. There's common beliefs most of us share, like I'm not good enough, I'm not lovable. A lot of us share those pretty common beliefs. But some of the beliefs that you have are going to be particular to you and your circumstances and your upbringing. So my upbringing, I was with my mother and my sister. That was our little family. In my family, women's roles were pretty much mother, and that was really the only option you had. We weren't expected as women to do anything outside of the home. It was almost expected that we wouldn't. So I assumed from growing up that my role was to not do anything other than be a homemaker. But not only that, because my mother was bringing up my sister and I on her own, she was also seen as the poor one. She was the poor one who didn't have a man to help her bring up 2 daughters. So it's kind of like a double whammy that I picked up in my early childhood. I was growing up in the early 70s. So, this is a different time to the way people think now. And I picked up through just assuming from the adults around me, the things they talk about, the way they behave, that because I was my mother's daughter, I couldn't achieve in life outside of just home and family. And so that stopped me and blocked me my whole life from really being able to step into achieving anything, because I had this belief that I wasn't allowed to and that I couldn't. And so my nervous system was wired to not feel safe every time I tried to step out of that. So with the help of Hecate and her shining a light on that belief, I was able to then change that belief. I changed my beliefs using emotional freedom technique or tapping. There's other ways you can work with NLP. You can also work with reframing. The important thing is to find the belief and know that it's a subconscious belief that's driving you. And once you see the belief, you can then go and change that belief. Now, I have a tapping channel on YouTube as well. It's called Sandra Inman Tapping. So if you want to go over to that channel and look at all of the tapping that I've got there, you may find that there's some beliefs there amongst all the tapping that you share as well. And on those videos, I guide you through how to do EFT to help you move those beliefs, so you're no longer having them restricting you and holding you back. When you embark on this kind of work, you're standing at a crossroads and you have a decision to make. You either stay as you are, or you go through the tunnel, you go through the path, and you do the work, and you step more into your true soul self. Now, this is a decision that you make, and whenever you make a decision, you're at a crossroads. And Hecate can help you make that decision by making it very clear to you that if you stay with where you are, you're going to end up getting the same thing over and over and over again. If you move forward, it may be challenging, it may be difficult, it'll be up and down, but your whole world is going to open and the magic is going to totally transform your life. And so Hecate can help you make that decision. You can also use the tarot to help you with that as well. So when you're feeling stuck at a crossroads and you want Hecate's light to help you, just light a candle as a symbol of her torches and ask Hecate to reveal to you what is holding you back. And then go into yourself and feel into what it would be like to really be that version of you that you truly want to be, what that would feel like to have those things, and where the resistance to that is in your body. Do you feel it in your solar plexus? Do you feel it in your heart chakra? Do you have a little voice telling you it's not possible for you? People like you can't have that. You can't have that. Who do you think you are? Because that's where the reveal is, in those thoughts. Now, if you're doing a tarot reading, you'll find that often the moon card will turn up, which is showing you the illusions. It's showing you what's going on in the unconscious. It's showing you how you're holding yourself back, because the thoughts and beliefs that you are believing about yourself are actually illusions. They're not true. You may also find the Tower card may come up, because this is a shock to the system. It's a transformation that can be shocking. When you're moving from the old version of you to the new version, you're going to get your ego holding on for dear life at the old version, because it believes that you stepping into who you truly are isn't safe, because it learnt back when you were a child that it wasn't safe to be you. So take note of any tarot cards that are coming up when you're doing this kind of work, and just note, is the Tower there? Is the Moon card there? Or even the Eight of Swords. And by seeing these cards in a reading, you can tell that Hecate is there with you and that she's guiding you. Now, once Hecate has revealed to you what the limiting blocks are, she doesn't just leave you stranded at the crossroads. So the second way that she works with you is helping you move through these blocks. One of the ways that I work with her is through meditation. I will ask her to help reveal what blockage there is that I'm feeling, and then I'll go into meditation and I'll tune into what I'm feeling in my body. Where am I feeling the tension? Is it in my solar plexus? Is it in my heart chakra? Is it in my throat chakra? Generally, it's in one of those three places. And I'll tune into what I'm feeling. And if I'm feeling restriction, I'll tune into, well, what am I telling myself about this restriction? And then I can get the thought behind it, because the thought is creating the feeling, and the feeling is creating the restriction in the body. And then once I pinpoint that thought, then I can go ahead and change it. Another way that I work with Hecate is to enter my inner temple. Now, this temple is a temple I've created for magical work, and it's also a temple that I invite Hecate into. And I've created this inner temple in my imagination to have all of the things in it that I would naturally have as a witch or a magician. It can be things that I have in reality and things that I don't have in reality. It can be anywhere and any place. It's something you set up yourself. I teach you how to do this in my course, A Journey with Hecate, and I'll tell you more about that at the end. And in this space, I commune with Hecate, and I also step into this new version of myself so that I can get a feel for what it feels like to be this empowered version of me. And through stepping into that version of me, I can also not only experience what it feels like to feel confident and empowered, I also get to feel what's holding me back, because there's going to be resistance in your body when you do this. You're going to feel something doesn't feel real about this, something feels scary about this, something feels not right about stepping into that new version of you. And that's all the stuff that's been holding you back and stopping you from stepping into that version of you all along. It's the resistance, it's the beliefs that you're not allowed to, the beliefs that you shouldn't, the beliefs that it's not real, the beliefs of self-doubt. That's what's holding you back, and that's what's making you feel uncomfortable. And what this does is it helps reveal, once again, those negative beliefs that are keeping me stuck so that I can see them, and then later on I can work with them. Now you can try this too. Light a candle, take a few deep breaths, close your eyes, and imagine you are in a beautiful temple, whatever that means for you. Hecate's there, and you see a version of you, the version of you want to step into. They might be dressed a particular way, they might have certain things that they're holding, maybe a wand, maybe a staff, and just observe that version of you. And then step into that version of you and start feeling like you're them. You're holding the wand, you're holding the staff, you're seeing the world through their eyes. What does it feel like? And really tune into your feelings, both good and bad. Now, when you're working with the tarot, cards like the Devil will show up, because the Devil is showing you your inhibitions and your fears and the way that you're chaining yourself to your old version of you. So don't be surprised that when you're doing tarot that the Devil card often turns up in this kind of work. Another card that I find often turns up in this kind of work is the Death card, because you're going through a transition. You're going from the old version of you, which is kind of dying, to the new version of you, which is arising and being reborn. So don't be surprised if the Death card comes up a lot when you're doing this kind of work as well. Now, the third way that Hecate can help you is to help you step into your authentic version of you. And she will help you do this once again by revealing to you why you're not doing it. What's the real motivation behind doing it? Because there's going to be a feeling from your ego that there's some kind of disadvantage into stepping into who you truly are. And when I did this aspect with Hecate, I discovered that one of the reasons why I was kind of having hesitancy in my business in Mystery Witch School, so part of me really wanted to do it, part of me really loves doing it, but there was another part of me that didn't want to do it. And it was like there was these two parts that were at battle with each other. And through the help of Hecate, I discovered that what was keeping me at battle was an old belief, a belief that in order to be able to get ahead in life, to be able to earn money and to do the things I really want to do, I have to do things I don't like doing. So it stopped me from enjoying doing Mystery Witch School. It stopped me from enjoying doing the videos. It stopped me from enjoying doing all of these creative things that I get to do in Mystery Witch School, because I had this belief that I couldn't enjoy doing what I wanted to do, because I had to do something that I didn't want to do in order to be able to just survive in the world, essentially. So I had Hecate also help me with that belief, revealing that belief, because it was a really hard one to put my finger on. I thought maybe I'm rebelling against myself. Maybe the side of me that likes my freedom of time is rebelling against the part of me that wants to knuckle down and, make sure I'm doing everything on time and getting everything out there. But it wasn't a rebellion. It was just a belief that was stuck. Hecate helped me reveal that through using those methods of meditation and also stepping into that version of myself in my inner temple. Now, the cards that came up for me during this time were the Star. So the Star is about, hope and your creative expression and being able to do the things that really, really light you up and tapping into your potential. And the Magician, which is all about kind of a bit more of a practical way of applying your ability to co-create with the universe and actually getting down there and making magic, creating with your potential and really looking into that and discovering it and creating from it. So they were cards that came up for me. And it makes sense when you're doing this kind of work that those two cards would come up. They were very supportive, and I was glad to see them because they kind of confirmed to me that I was on the right path with this. Now, a way that you can gain benefit from this is, once again, to ask Hecate to help you in finding what is this that's in my way? What's this conflict? What's this incongruence? I can't put my finger on it. What is it? Go into meditation or go into your sacred temple, meet with Hecate, step into that version of you truly want to be, and then find where the discomfort is, and then journal about it, write about it, use other methods of talking into a mobile phone and recording yourself talking and then listening to yourself afterwards, and just allowing yourself to just ramble on, so that within that rambling, you will actually find the truth of what it is that's keeping you stuck and causing all of that drama in your life. Now, the ways that you can work with Hecate to change all of this is through modalities like EFT. So if you find that you have a lot of beliefs coming up for you, like I'm not good enough, I'm not lovable, all of that kind of thing, I have videos on that tapping channel that can help you tap away those beliefs and transform those beliefs. So that's the way out, transforming those subconscious beliefs and reframing them into the possibility that you can have what you want and be safe at the same time. I'm a big believer in the reframing because it's a great way to speak to your subconscious mind in a way that your subconscious mind understands, because the subconscious mind can't be bullied into believing something new. That's why affirmations often don't work. You have to suggest to it instead. And so a reframe with a what if in front of it is a way of suggesting to the subconscious mind, maybe there's another way to be. So if you do have the belief, I'm not good enough, a way of reframing that is, what if I am good enough and I can be safe at the same time? That's a gentle way of suggesting to the subconscious mind that you can actually start feeling good enough and still be safe. And if you're struggling to find a way to change all of these beliefs that are keeping you stuck and keeping you held back into this old identity, ask Hecate to reveal to you the methods and modalities that can help you make the change. EFT is my favorite, and that's why I suggest it. Now, these 3 ways of working with Hecate are just the beginning of how to work with Hecate for this kind of transformation and identity shifting. I actually do have a course called A Journey with Hecate, where you do just this. You work with Hecate in your sacred temple. You do magic as well to help you transform from that old limited version of you to the version of you who is empowered and who is able to then create what they want to create with their magic. Now, this month, for the next 3 weeks, I actually have a special going with this course. So not only do you get a journey with Hecate, which also comes with a mini tarot course on shadow work with Hecate, you also can get a confident tarot reader, which is a full course in how to read the tarot. It will take you through all of the basics of reading, how to read from your intuition more than anything. You'll learn what the cards mean, but you'll learn how to combine the meaning of the cards with your intuition and how you can use the cards and read pretty much straight away, just using your intuition. And when you combine tarot with A Journey with Hecate and the shadow work and the identity shifting in that course, it really turns into a powerful combo, because Hecate can also communicate to you through the tarot cards. And you can learn from the tarot what you need to focus on and what you need to do to be able to move forward through any of the difficulties that you find when you're doing the meditations and the journeys with Hecate. So the tarot and Hecate go really well together. So for the next 3 weeks, you will get A Journey with Hecate and the Confident Tarot Reader, all for the same price as A Journey with Hecate. So you only pay for one course, but you get 2. So it's a really good deal. It's going for the next 3 weeks. Why is it going? Because it is a celebration of A Journey with Hecate. That course is now 12 months old, and so I'm celebrating it. And November in modern day times is also associated with Hecate as well. So it's a way of honoring Hecate and a way of giving you all the gift of not just working with Hecate, but also working with the tarot at the same time. So do take advantage of that. There's a link in the description field below this video. Go to A Journey with Hecate and you'll find you will get the tarot course as well. Now, if you like the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. I will see you on the next one. Blessed be.